Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Chef Joseph, the entrepreneur, back at you again with another video. You know, thanks to the new subscriber that subscribed yesterday. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't do this for a lot of that, for the likes and clicks and stuff like that. But what it has come to for me is that when I really look at my whole life, everything that I went through, I realized that a lot of you needed, we need a level of encouragement. Some of you all just need to know that it's possible. And so that is the reason I created the channel, especially for you, those of you who are desiring to be business owners at some point. I had started to, I had a message or, subject today, and that I was going to drop at you. And it was pretty tight, but I'm telling y'all, so as I was going through, my topics of what I would discuss, what I wanted to discuss for today, I had basically, said, okay, I got it, scratched it, I tabled it, and I was ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? I basically I was going to put it into the queue, to go ahead and talk to you about it today. And just as I tabled it or deleted it, my subject, because I have a certain way that I file stuff, so that way, I never forget the subjects. A lot of this that I do is spiritually driven. Is the messages that the Most High has given me to give to you, so you can have a level of encouragement to know that it was possible, know that it is possible. So I had a subject today that I was going to discuss with y'all, but I'm telling y'all, like, as I was ready to sit down and plug in with this, the subject totally changed. And honestly, I can't even remember what it was, because the Most High wanted me to drop this one on you. And the subject for today is that no matter what you're going through, God has got your back. No matter what you're going through, God has got your back. Today is Friday, and it's a beautiful day. A lot going on in the world today, as I've been saying it for a minute. And I know it's easy to get disheartened out here. Like and subscribe to the channel. I know it gets hard out here. I know it's tough, and I know that y'all see the same thing too. The single mothers that are having to raise these young kids or these young babies alone. So many of our men are not present in the home, which I won't dive into all that into this, but there's a lot of it to do with the way the world is spun, and things and agendas that are happening to keep us away and keep us out of our homes, out of our families, and things like that. I'm talking about men in general. But I wanted to talk to you today and to let you know and to encourage you that God has got your back. God has got your back. I don't care what you went through. And when you read my book, He Came During the Civil War.com, check it out. When you look at it, what I'm saying? So many of you have been through a lot, and you may feel that God doesn't have your back. God's got your back. I had rumors, basically, that was spread on me. I'm just going to touch on it a little bit today. I've had rumors that were put on me because I am a black entrepreneur, that things that were not cool. I'm not saying a lot of rumors. I'm just saying when you're in business, somebody's ice gonna be colder than your ice. You know what I'm saying? Your ice not cold enough, but I'll go to Mr. Charlie, his ice is cold enough. See what I'm saying? And it's very disheartening to see. But I've had things said about me, done to me, particularly about my child's mother, to keep me from my child. But God's got your back. But God had my back. Out of all the negativity, that was done to me by keeping me from my child, my own seed, God had my back. The things that have been done to you, God has your back. I know it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, considering the world that we're living in and the times we're living in, but I just want to encourage y'all to let you know that God's got your back. I don't care what it looks like. God's got your back. Everything is actually going to be okay. What do you mean, Chef? How can you say that everything's going to be okay when my rent is due tomorrow? Yeah, I know in the natural, it's tough because you can't see a way out. But God's got your back. Okay? He's got your back. Because when you really think about it, everything is going to work out the way it needs to work out. Everything. 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 So whether you have the rent money or not, God's still going to have your back. If they throw you out on the street, God's still going to have your back. See what I'm saying? I know it's tough. I've been in the street. I know. I know it was not easy. And it's not easier even now. But still, God has got your back. You need to know that. Again, it goes back into creating your own destiny. It goes into looking inside of yourself and finding out what your talents and your gifts are. God's got your back. We were all born with something to do. Some of us are fortunate to find it. Some of us just kind of get lost in the sauce. But either way, God's got your back. So whether you lost in the sauce, whether you find your ability and your talents, God's got your back. I've been faced with many situations that the Most High instructed me, certain things that I need to handle certain things spiritually. I won't get into those things. It wasn't anything negative, but when you start seeing and feeling the ground shift, hello, God's got your back. I want to encourage y'all, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? This is something I want to share with you, and I want to encourage you. Like the video, cool. This is something I haven't been doing in a while, but I had probably in the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks, about 2 weeks. The Most High, it was put into my spirit that we go through life, we're moving, we're paying bills, we're dealing with the day-to-day monotony of life, and it's easy to forget the Creator. It's easy to forget the Most High. It's easy to put the Most High on the shelf and come back and get him later type stuff. But I had forgot about something, y'all. And what I forgot about is that we need to start taking time for the Most High. He gives us breath. He gives us a new day. He gives us a new outlook, a new perspective, and another time to get it right. Life is evolving. Tomorrow is gone. Today is here. And the only thing that we can do about the moment is to live in the moment and to do the best we can while we're here. The best that we can while we're here. And sometimes when you're going through things, or even if you're not going through some things, just take some time and turn the cell phone and the TV off. Turn the voicemail, turn everything off so you can really listen and hear clearly the divine message that the Most High is trying to send to you. There you will find clarity. There you will find clarity. But no matter what you're going through, you must remember, whether that man leaves you, God's got your back. It's probably a blessing in disguise. When that woman leaves you for another man, God's got your back. God's got your back. Just another blessing in disguise. Remember, young grasshopper, one man's junk is another man's treasure. Flip that around. One woman's junk is another man's treasure. Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So either way, God has got your back. Y'all need to know that. And I would implore you, or not implore you, but I would implore you to take some time to spend with the master. Seriously, it's a beautiful process. And I ain't talking about just for 5 minutes. Well, if you got 5 minutes, that's even better. That's better than nothing. But take some time to spend with the master and to get your downloads. You know what I'm saying? Because he might just be trying to tell you something. The universe may just be trying to tell you something. It may be trying to show you something. But no matter what, you must always remember that God has got your back. Chef Joseph, the entrepreneur, just dropping this divine message to you. Like, subscribe to this video, like to subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, the world is moving. You know what I'm saying? And just even though it's moving as fast as it is, even though we're on the battlefield of life, y'all see what's going on. Yeah, my heart like quakes behind the stuff that we have to deal with in today's society. That should not be. But guess what? God's got our back. Straight up. And to those who have plotted, to those who have plotted against you, to the ones who have unjustly done you, to the ones who have unjustly pinned things on you, to those who think they get away with certain things, just know one thing. What you throw out will come back. God's got your back, yo. That's my message to y'all today. Be encouraged, okay? And just know Chef Joseph, the entrepreneur, has been through the fire and have come out on the other side. And even now, I'm faced with a decision. Should I jump back in the ring with Tyson? Or should I, throw off my head and just retire and put my gloves up? You know what I'm saying? But in the words of General Douglas MacArthur, when he was giving his final speech to Congress, he was saying, good soldiers, they don't die. They just fade away. And perhaps that may be what Chef Joseph did. But anyway, that's actually the last line of my book, actually, my autobiography. It's not just a book, by the way. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Yeah, that'll be another subject for y'all to know. And I'm going to share some stuff with y'all. But Chef Joseph, he came during the Civil War.com. Check that out. And you'll see what my life's work was about. But anyway, I just gave y'all one of the last lines of the book. But God's got your back. You must know that. I don't care how bad it seems. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if you lost that job. Just know God has got your back. And the key to it, though, now let me just drop this and I'm out of here. Now, to those Christians, or to those of you believers that believe that you can just pray about it, 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 and continue to pray about it. Just know it's not going to work. He's giving you the power and the ability and the strength. That's the thing. He's blessed us with the strength and the power and the ability. We know that, but faith without works is dead. And like my mentor would say, Mr. Johnson, who's transitioned, he would say, faith without works is dead. Now look at there. He said, faith even has a job. It's called work. Hello, faith is even working. Faith without works is dead. So how you just gonna pray and have faith and no work behind it? Hello, faith without works is dead. And faith even has a job. It's called work. Faith is even working. So what is our excuse? And I'm gonna leave it right there. Just remember, God's got your back. I don't care what you face with, man. I don't care what job you lose. I don't care who don't give you this contract, who try to blackball you. Just know God's got your back. And guess what? And if you find yourself in the oust of life, just know God has equipped you to do everything that you need to do. And sometime it might be time to pivot. Okay? All right, I'm out of here. Like, subscribe to the channel, Chef Joseph the Entrepreneur. I'll see y'all on the next video. And thank y'all for tuning in, to the ones who have tuned in. And hopefully you can find some insight and take what you can from the knowledge of someone who's been through a lot. Okay? Peace.